right to the end. Uh, There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, y'all can still hear me good. Make sure y'all can hear me good. Y'all hear me good? All right, bet. Hey, Zoom don't want y'all to get this info today. I know what this is. All right. The 3 ebooks, I'm sure most of y'all have those by now. However, if you don't, you only got the one for today. We got all 3 of them in there. I will be dropping more ebooks. I really got one right now that I just haven't put out yet. Get bi-weekly, 2-hour-long group discussions. I said until 2024, but we're going longer than that. The group discussions is lit. That's where a whole lot more information is. Why? Because you have like-minded individuals in there that's executing. We got 100 people in there that's executing at this point. Now, you can read all day long. But when it comes to executing, you can only get that from experience. That's why I have a mentor with 15, 20 years of experience. That's why I have peers, a few peers that have 15, 20 years of experience. So when you are executing and sharing what's happened and your wins and how things worked out for you, that can help other people on their journey, no matter if it's the same journey or if it's a different one. The private Telegram chat, that's what it's all about. So gonna have discounts on future products and events as well. So the number one reason why people don't get started is because fear. But now, fear is just you wanting to be great and perfect. I won't promise you that you'll be perfect, but I will promise you greatness. But you got to study exclusive equity. This is where the greatness comes from. Now, Matisse Academy membership, the total value, we got it at $52,000, right? It's equivalent to a college degree or a semester, depending on what college you go to and all that, right? But now, ask yourself, what's it worth it to you? Is it worth 7,000, 9,000, maybe more, 1,000 a month? How much would you pay to get into the academy, into Matisse Academy? Can get started today, right now, for $19.97, then $97 a month. I'm gonna drop the offer in the chat. Y'all be able to sign up right now. And I'll see you on the inside. While people are joining right now and getting set up, we can go ahead and get into some questions. I'll answer a few questions before we wrap it up. Let's go. Here's how we do the questions here. Look like we got a Michelle that just signed up. Shout out to Michelle. let's see how we want to do these questions. Chat. All right, who got questions? Raise your hand. I'll answer a few questions while people.
I have a question.
Here's how we're gonna raise your hand, and then we'll call on you, and we'll do it like that.
I got a question of custody case for temporary.
Okay. We're gonna call on y'all. That way, it's all organized. We ain't got people just, jumping out.
I have a question.
I got a question.
Come on, y'all. Listen.
All right, here we go. All right, so we'll call on Kendez first. Kendez, you got a question?
Peace, can you hear me?
Yo, peace. What's happening with you?
Hey there, appreciate everything you're doing. I had a question about, so say I have a state court case. They want me to go through a third party private corporation called Peach Court. I'm here in Georgia. How do I go through that third party, or is there a way that I can get, because I went to the clerk, they turned me away and they said it was mandatory, and I was like, that's a monopoly, right? And I don't know how to actually file my stuff into the case.
Got you. So check it. A lot of people on here are gonna have questions like, yo, I got this going on. What should I do? Yo, you gotta learn equity at the end of the day. Like that's what you're here for, is to learn exclusive equity. So I'm not gonna tell you to go to that company and start dealing with them. I'm gonna tell you need to get in Matisse Academy and start getting to it. You feel me? You need to start learning. That's what we're here for. You need to know about your rights. You need to learn how to handle your own affairs. If you don't know how to handle your own affairs, you don't know what your rights are. It's just like not having them. And if you don't have rights, then you subjected to whatever anybody feels about you.
Those facts. I appreciate it.
No doubt. I see you on the inside. Let me see, next. We got James Jones. Look like we got a few more people that just signed up. I appreciate y'all. I don't want to butcher names. What's happening with you?
How you doing, my man?
Pretty good. How are you?
I was just going through an eviction, and I had a guy, I don't want to say selling narcotics in front of my unit, and the HOA didn't help me, the security guards didn't help me, my landlord didn't help me. He actually turned against me, and I ended up getting an eviction. I was trying to contact you, but I know you're a busy man. So I was wondering, how can I go back on that and go after my landlord and the HOA, because they was allowing the narcotic activity to happen. But since I'm a black man and he was a white man, I was evicted. I was persecuted. So I'm wondering, how can I go about trying to basically, I guess, sue them?
So when it comes to so in consumer law and like other stuff, right, they go after like damages and stuff like that, but that's just a piece of the pot. We don't go after damages. We go for full accounting. So whatever case you got is funds that's bankrolling that court case, you want to go after the securities. The securities is what's bankrolling. That's what you want, which could be worth hundreds, thousands, millions, hundreds of millions, billions. We don't know until you get full accounting.
Yes, sir. So that's the way. So go full accounting on that.
Yes, that's the way.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem at all. Josephine, what's happening with you? You got a question? Oh, we got a Fallon. Just signed up. Appreciate you. I see you on the inside. Josephine, you don't have a question? All right. Wakil. Wakil, you got a question?
There you go. All right. Can you hear me?
Yep. What's happening with you?
All right. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
All right, pretty good. So my question is, I'm actually a CDL driver and I have a commercial driver's license. And I was in an accident with during the process of working in a truck. And they asked me to, within 30 days, I had to either pay the fine or ask for a trial, and I was kind of late on my 30 days, so to buy me time, I asked for a trial date. But I also found some more paperwork. I used UPU treaty and the Stamp Duties Act of 1863 and put the 10-cent stamp on it. Should I keep filing paperwork? I was thinking about the quo warranto and go to court, or like just stop at the quo warranto. Does that make sense?
Well, what did you learn today?
About the quo warranto. That was the biggest thing, and I think.
Is that the only thing that you learned?
No, that's not. No, it's not.
You learned that a court warranto.
About the abatement. You talking about the abatement?
Listen, you learned that a court warranto is an abatement, and you learned that abatements come before motions, which are basically a court warranto is the first thing that you need to do before anything else. It sounds like you may have already done other things.
Just one other thing. Just the got a certified copy of the case and attached a stamp to it.
So you still might be able to get away with doing a quo warranto. You can try. Next time, just make sure it's the very first thing that you're gonna do. Also, Trump pulled us from UPU, so that's not valid. However, stamp duty is, so that's cool. But I would say, yeah, you need to start expressing equity. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you just gonna have a hard time, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem at all. Fawn, you got a question?
Greetings, can you hear me?
Yep, peace, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been following you for a while. I had a question regarding the $21 special deposit.
Go ahead.
So basically with the $21 special deposit, that's with a money order from my understanding. And I can't come to terms of what is the execution of that, if you can, touch on it a little bit.
So when it comes to special deposits, you're tendering that to the court. You're tendering that to the judge or the prosecutor.
Okay. So you just write the case number on the money order and just keep it moving?
I mean, you're expressing equity. I mean, you're expressing suretyship. You tendering deposit as a surety.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yep, no problem at all.
All right, bye-bye.
We're gonna get let's see, we're gonna go for like 5 more minutes. I'll answer some questions, then we're gonna wrap it up. And then yep, that'll be it. Let's see. I don't want to butcher your name. Shamaya who? Shamayu L. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. Please forgive me.
Peace, brother. Peace. Shema Yahuel. For a couple things, I want to send you, let you know I sent you a testimony. I was the debt collecting ambassador of Jesus Christ. Brother, you did inbox me, and police damaged my phone. I'm getting ready to sue them now. So that was why I couldn't
Wait,
get to
you sent me another testimony?
No. I'm letting you know I'm the brother that sent you the testimony.
Yeah.
I got some things for you too from the law library that pretty much spells out exactly that how the clerks do have liability on these particular court orders. But I wasn't able to get back to you because broke our phones, all of the good stuff. But that's a different matter right now. But yeah, and this time out, we'll get together on side that. But I'm helping my younger brother out with a special deposit express securityship for the child support. And that's why I actually found that in not in one of the forms and pleadings, as well as from an American jurisprudence that spells that out. I kind of sauced up what I had gotten from one of your equity discussions to pretty much put it in their face that they have that, and they're actually good to go on it. But one of them was simply saying, I wasn't there with them, but they mentioned, well, go to the child support management because we don't have an account here for you to deposit that money order. Of course, I wasn't with them. I told them we're not paying anything, we're tendering for their performance on the court. So I had them just file it with the actually file it into his case. Now, when we file it into that particular case, I told them that once they file it, what we're going to do is say, when I got out of corporate juris secundum, to say, all right, now look here, we need y'all to go ahead and guarantee our right for subrogation in writing. And in the event that they don't, I was going to have him go up there with a notice that he needs to be exonerated from the entire matter as surety. In the event that some court tells you, hey, we can't take your money order or your special deposit because we don't accept payments here, we don't have an account or anything like that, would you recommend I do it, or anybody do it the way that I mentioned, just file it into the case and then get to the subrogation matter soon after that?
No, I'm not recommending filing into the case. No. I don't want to do that. It sounds like being an advocate for you, so you might want to go that route. 'Cause at the end of the day, you can always fall back on exoneration anyways, because if they're not performing, then that's what it is. You feel me? So, but like I said, I'm all about befriending all these people, except for like the prosecutor. But even the client, like, yeah, we go at them like that, but I'm still about befriending them because at the end of the day, like, they'll be an advocate for you, especially the ones in the higher court. Right. So if he's telling you that, then go ahead and, go ahead and rock with it, and see what it's like. Just make sure.
Right. So have Bruh send it to wherever they're saying he needs to send that money order, because they're not accepting it at the court. They were super nice. They were like, well,
write that on the ledger. Write that on the ledger. Refused here. This clerk refused it on this date. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, that's what I mentioned. Yeah. And then file that notice of exoneration, because it's time for discharge. Like, all right, they refused it. Before it's discharged.
I wouldn't do an exoneration though until after you deal with whoever she sent you to.
After we deal with who? Okay.
Child support management or whatever.
Gotcha. All right, get that up. Appreciate you.
Yep, no doubt. Suretyship, listen, man. Nobody talks about suretyship like I do. Nobody has to win in suretyship like I do. That's why we go so hard about it. That's why I try to break it down in many different ways. Even in the group, we got a handful of people that's on point with it. Shit, I don't even know what more to say about it. One more question, and then that's a wrap. Let's go with, actually, we'll do two more, and that's a wrap. We'll go with Carmen and Tim, and then that's it. Carmen, got a question? Let's go.
Hey, Amir, I appreciate you. I saw you about the one person for me in there. I appreciate you, bro.
Oh, man, Carmen, hold on. Carmen, are you in?
Yeah, that's me.
You're in the program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Let somebody else get a question. Let somebody else get a question in, and I'll answer your question in good.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Tim, you got a question? Oh, shoot. Tim ain't got his mic on. All right, let me pass it on. Let's go with, this is funny. Let's go with, how you say her name? Kasha Johnson? Keisha Johnson? I hope I ain't butchering that.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, what's happening with you?
Hi, thank you for picking me. So
I had to.
So the question I have is, my husband, he's a CDL driver, gotta take it. Got another case too, but as far it, I already sent the special deposit in and all that today for that ticket for him. The case that he has is assault with bodily injury. Now, you said 2 weeks prior, the hearing is until November the 3rd. So do I wait until 2 weeks or do I start this process now?
I'm not waiting for nothing.
Oh, so because I still haven't got a certified copy of the case, so that's the first thing I should do is request that from the prosecutor, right?
I mean, first thing you want to do is give notice.
Give notice of subrogation and equity, exclusive equity.
Yeah, if that's what you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to make sure. I don't want to wait because I was gonna wait a couple of more weeks to see before I start doing stuff because I don't know if I'm supposed to wait. Like I don't want to give them too much time to do stuff.
No, you don't want to give who too much time to do stuff?
The courts.
Why?
I guess because I don't know. I'm scared.
That's not the game you want to play with them. That's not the game you want to play with them. See, people do that and end up jamming themselves up. That's why I start talking about notice a lot, because people want to wait to the last minute to do stuff when really you should have been gave notice. Now when you're trying to come in and express yourself, they're not trying to hear nothing you talking about because you didn't give notice.
Okay, so the first thing is to give notice. And that's not a motion, though. That's
just you calling them, or you going up there, or you sending them a letter.
Okay, so sending them a letter and giving them notice, and then I will request the discovery, and then do an abatement.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem at all. No problem at all. All right, one more question, then I'll be it. We'll go with Gabriel Micah L. We'll go with you. Wait, Gabriel, are you in the program? You can't unmute yourself? I have to go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you in the program?
I'm not in the program. Not yet.
All right, good.
But I had a question. So I'm working on becoming a private citizen. And I guess my question is mainly aimed to, for private citizens who elect to operate in the public, let's say they work, W-2 employee or what have you, are they required to pay federal, state, and local taxes?
Nope. Probably need W-8.
So if I'm currently working on a W-2 at the end of the year, do I file a W-8?
File a W-8? You need to give your employer a W-8.
Okay. And I guess from there, because right now I'm filing exempt, but if I give them the W-8, I would need to file exempt anymore.
Well, so I'm gonna tell you, really, when it comes to tax stuff, you need a consultation. I don't talk to people about tax stuff a whole lot because it gets sticky, and people tend to do their own thing after I recommend things you shouldn't and should do.
Mm-hmm.
So, just keeping all the way real with you, that's something you need a consultation for. But I'll give you that, Jim. You need to give them W-8.
Okay. I'll still sign up for a consultation because I have other questions. Is that like for the $3.99 for the 25?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I know I reached out to you before about that, but I obviously be busy, you know what I mean? So I respect that. But I'll reach out to you hopefully again, and we can work something out.
You can just go straight on the website and book it.
Okay. I appreciate it, man.
Likewise. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I know it's been a couple of months since we have done this. You know, it's been a lot of changes or whatever, but I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Next time that we do it, hope it'll be smoother. Y'all know I'm gonna give even more gems. Will come from a different angle, slightly different topics. You know what I mean? And of course, I'll let y'all know ahead of time so y'all can tap in with me. Everybody that signed up today is gonna sign up tomorrow, or whatever the case is, here in the next couple of days. I think y'all got to what we say. We was gonna give them till Friday or Saturday. Yeah, I think till Saturday. Y'all got to sign up. Might extend the day, might not, or whatever. But, oh, okay, yeah. Y'all got till Friday.